Today we're going to have a conversation about the consequences of your actions, accepting those consequences, and being able to move forward. We're also going to talk about the consequences of other people's actions and whether or not they accept it and who exactly is responsible for fixing their issues. I am seeing a lot of people making choices to go against norms, go against God's design, go against so many roads that have already been traveled that we know are bad roads, should never be on a road, but people want to travel it for some reason or another. And those people who are making those conscious decisions, either in a younger age or an older age, that get to the end of that particular road or at some particular point of that road and then determine that their own choices are the fault of someone else and that someone else needs to clean up their own actions, their own decisions. If you made a choice to go against norms, if you made the choice to go against what you know was right, what was taught to you as right, or things that you have come across later that you found to be right, and you decided to go against that, you made your bed and you got to lay in it. It doesn't matter if that was a choice because of spite, of ill will, of, just plain simple laziness. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, you have to enjoy the consequences of your action or lack thereof. No one else should be seated with the burden of your actions. Likewise, you should not allow anyone to be able to cede their burdens on you for the actions that they made, the choices that they made. And if they did those choices in sheer defiance of, common sense, then for that person or whoever to try to shame somebody else into fixing their problem, fixing what they did to themselves, anyone trying to do that is just downright evil. And you should see them as such. If you made a mistake and you choose to fix that mistake, then you don't have to be burdened with the issues or consequences of your actions because you fixed them. Do you understand that I said fix, not fixing? If you are in the process of fixing your mistakes are not done. So therefore you cannot saddle the burden of your mistakes on someone else. You may be in the process and you may be well intended to be fixing your issues, but your issues are not fixed. Do you understand? So make sure that if you have made a conscious choice to do the wrong thing, and then you are saddled with the burden of fixing your issues, the consequences of your actions, that you do so knowing full well that you made the wrong choice and that it is up to you to fix it. If someone comes to you with a bunch of consequences from their prior actions that they know they shouldn't have made, they may have made for the wrong reasons at the wrong time, does not matter. It is their burden to fix. It is upon them to make the choices to fix their issues. And again, not fixing. They can't come to you talking about, oh, help me fix my issue. No. That is your responsibility and your burden to fix that issue. So many people, men and women, but I can only speak from a man's standpoint. I've seen a lot of men be burdened with fixing a lot of women's past mistakes and past issues. And society in general will be telling these men that if they don't take on the burden of these women's prior choices, that it is something wrong with them. No, there's nothing wrong with a person who decides not to become a mule taking on the burden of somebody else's prior choices. Likewise, for women, if a man has made prior bad choices and he comes to you with a life just complete and destroyed and broken, it is not upon you to pick that person up from their choices, dust them off, and give them a better life. It is up to the people who made the bad choices to fix, not fixing, to fix their issues. And then move on forward in life. Not a clean slate. I wasn't going to say a clean slate, but with knowing better and doing better. You know where that ends? Because I will always tell you to know better, do the right thing for the right reasons. Don't be selfish. Don't try to burden somebody else with your poor choices. Live your life being a good person at all times, and know that somebody loves you. Take it easy.